to show you some of these simulations, we're going to start off with a crane simulation, which is the video on the top right, which I'll play now. So what we're seeing here is a crane which has been fully defined in the software. So we've set that up exactly how we would set up a robot for a manufacturing facility. And so it has the real height, the real boom length, the real attributes, all the real limits to it. So as I move that hook, it's moving the crane with it as well. And for me to just check the position of that goods in location, you can see I can see all the joint limits on the crane and see that that's well within the limits, which is great. And then if I want to as well, I can grab that virtually and move it and do the installation, which is fantastic. But here, the really interesting thing, which is why I'm showing you this, is hopefully there's some of you in the audience who are drivers, and with looking at that parking of that truck and thinking they have done an awful job of parking. They are across the curb, they're blocking the pavement, and just to the right of it, you probably can't tell this, there's actually another goods in location not too far from that, so potentially it could be blocking that too. So if you're proud of your work, you're probably going to park parallel, right, to the curb. You're going to do a good job and park well. So moving the truck as we did just there, you can see straight away that's flagged that this is actually out of the crane limits. And zooming out, I can actually see that the boom is right at the end of the limits, which tells me that's a problem. So we actually phoned up the team on site and said, hey, look, we've simulated this. It took us like 20 minutes. Did you know? Is this right? Have you had this problem on site? And they only found out a couple of days before we did this piece of concept work for them that problem was actually on site, which caused them a big headache of how to solve that. So if you'd have looked at that early on in the project, you could have either just moved the crane, extended the boom length, or maybe even looked for an alternative goods in location for all of that area. So, and very quickly and easily solved that issue.